What are you doing with your free time in college?
It was just hanging out with
Partying?
friends.
No?
It was partying to a degree. It was like, I think you figure out early on, like freshman year, what kind of parties you really like, and then it would be like by sophomore year, like, I really don't want to go to a frat party,
right.
or I only want to go to a party if it's like, were you in a fraternity?
No. No, I was serious.
Okay, I was like, I don't know if that was ironic or not, but by sophomore year, it was just kind of like, I don't want to go to a party unless people I know are going to be there, or if it's like a house party or something. And then by like junior year, I just found like a really cool group of people to hang out with, and for the like, I graduated early, so junior year was my last year, but for that last year, I was just like, we don't need to go to parties. Everyone come over whenever you guys want. Our door's open, and we just hang out.
That's me too. So you didn't do improv or anything?
No, I didn't, which is something I regret. Our school had a thing called the Texas Travesty, which is sort of like the Harvard Lampoon. It's like their satirical newspaper.
Oh.
And I wanted to get involved with that, but I never did.
Seems like it's in your alley with all your stuff you did in high school.
Right? It feels like it should have been, but I found out about the school newspaper first, and that they had like video production stuff, and I was like, oh, then that's what I should do. And I got involved with the school newspaper.
Oh, that's good.
Texan. Yeah, and I did that for almost my entire time at UT, which was awesome.
So basically, they would like assign you some story, like do something on the new restaurant going in on campus or something,
and I would just like produce a video.
That's
for it.
That's great.
Yeah,
it's a great experience.
It was a fantastic experience, and by the end of my time there, it was a thing where some of the video projects I was able to produce, I could just like pitch it a thing where it was like, it's not so much a story, it's just a look at this. And I would just go out to like the Color Festival when they did it on the UT lawn, and I would just shoot footage in all sorts of different types.
Oh, you shot it too?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know, right? It was a lot of like
that's
me
great
experience. Sort of like incepting my way into being like, oh, you should let me just essentially do film production at the student newspaper. But I would just like shoot pieces where it was all visual and like edit it together with music, and it was essentially like a music video.
You son of a bitch.
I'm sorry, but it was great, and that was the stuff where I was like, this is so cool. I'm glad I get to do this because of the.
That's really awesome. Do you feel like when you were pitching ideas to the newspaper, I assume you pitched it to like editors or whatever, did that translate to you being in a writer's room at all?
To a degree. I think it was a little different because with all of those things, it was sometimes they would pitch things to me and be like, here, you find an angle for this. And sometimes it was just be me trying to only pitch things that I knew I was interested in enough to make a cool story out of.
Right.
So it wasn't just like, hey, they're voting on a bill, go film it. Because I'd just be like, I don't know what to do with that. But it was a lot of me just trying to be like, I don't know if this is a good idea for the paper, but here's something that I know I can make a good piece out of.
Did you get paid for that?
Yeah, not too much, but it was.
But still, you're getting paid to do what you love.
That's true. Yeah, it was very cool. It was. It's like everyone there is so talented and was like
at the newspaper or
newspaper.
Texas.
Yeah,
okay.
And they're still so talented. The Daily Texan rules. I'm so happy to have been there and like to have worked with all the people I worked with there. But I also feel like
I'm on Team Weekly Texan. Sorry.
What? Our enemies. They're so lazy. They work 1/7 of the time
big
than
rival.
we do. No, we did have
Weekly Texan.
We did have rivals, but I don't remember any of them.
That's the best rival name I could come up with. I'm sure not.
But like I would like. I started doing a thing called basement tapes, where if like artists were touring in Austin and they had time of their day, they could come to our office and I'd do an interview with them, and then like film a short performance in the basement.
What?
But oftentimes I would have to do that when people were writing, and they would like
hate you.
They would. I mean, they would very silently seethe in a very kind way, but also,
they're like, but I do kind of enjoy this music.
Yeah.
It's good live music.
But they would also like be trying to break stories while I'm just like, all right, play another song. But
that's
really
super
loud.
Cool.
Yeah. They're great.
You thought of that all on your own?
I believe that someone else had pitched the idea before, and I like they couldn't figure out a way to do it. But I was just kind of like, well, if we set up 2 cameras and we do it this and we do it all acoustic or whatever, yeah.
So you didn't mention computer science at all? I don't think in there.
I truly did not take it.
You didn't take it? I thought you said
in high school. I took one class and I was like, I hate this so much.
So your parents weren't like, you got a minor in computer science?
They were like that, but because I told them I couldn't fit it into my schedule for the first year. Mm-hmm. And then I did so well in the film classes, I was just kind of like, it really feels like you should let me keep doing this. I don't want to tank my GPA and then not be able to do computer science. So,
what a talker. I like it.
What a talker.